Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Sexual Yo, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show. Cousin Tracy.
What's up?
Cousin Tracy, we had a time last night. For those out there, today is Sunday that we're taping this, but Saturday, Tracy's daughter, my little cousin, Faye, celebrated her 30th birthday, and we had a all-black formal event, and we had a great time.
I got that 6 deuce curtain, so you can't see me, and I didn't even have a book.
Time was had.
So if you see Cousin Tracy over here looking like she's a little tired, you know what I'm saying?
Tired, my babies left the hall and came back to my house till 4 in the morning.
You know,
yeah, talking about it's a safe space. Y'all need y'all go home. Y'all grown now.
But see, was you trying to hang though? That's the question. Or did you?
No, I just wanted them out. But you know, you cleaning up because you know they is water bottles everywhere and stuff. So I'm trying to clean up
as they go, right?
Clean up because when they leave, I don't want to wake up to the mess.
Right.
So
facts.
So then I became the Uber driver. Make sure people got home safely.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
That's
mean?
a good thing.
So it was great, fantastic.
Nah, it was a great time. The hall was nice, very nice spot. You know what I'm saying? Everything was lovely. The food was good. Shout out to you. Your girl catered it?
Yes. Kendra catered it. Yep. Kendra Brown catered it. And also the decoration was done by Angel Thomas, Lord Adrian's wife.
Okay.
So she did an amazing job.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everything looked great.
Yep. Yeah.
The people looked great. Everybody came out, you know what I'm saying, looking good. You know what I'm saying? I like to just see things like that, just like black excellence. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
it was a room full of excellence.
Yes.
Room full of educated.
Yes.
Listen, the crazy part about it is, you know, she had a whole table full of her friends from Clark. And you know, they live all over.
Right.
Some came up from Chicago, Atlanta, Baltimore, New York. A couple boys still live over Philly.
Okay.
So Maryland. Well, I did say Baltimore. Good. Yeah. So you know they all came up. Like you know. So the support was real.
That's what's up.
And
had a great time.
For those that watched the BYRDCAGE that was actually there, she told me to send out this message. So I'm gonna put the message here and I'm gonna also text it. She said she apologized for cursing everyone out about her phone. She want to thank everybody for showing up. She appreciate all the love and support, and thank you and God bless.
Happy birthday once again, LOK, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. So, hey, we back at it, episode 119. We have another very special guest, very special friend of the show, and I'm about to explain why. He was on episode 16. That was like more than 2 years ago. I looked up the date. I think it was like August 16th or 19th for like 21. You know what I'm saying? So he's back at it. He has a whole lot of things he's been doing in that time, and we're going to let him talk about all that good stuff. But if you don't know who's sitting on the couch, I'm about to tell you right now. This is my guy, Anthony Dillard, a.k.a. Tone LOK. What is good, bro?
Good morning. Thank
God,
you for having me back at the BYRDCAGE.
Hey, man, come on, man. We got the wall. Y'all see the wall back there. This is the guy who did it, created it, put it up there, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk a little bit about that process because we ain't talk about it on the last episode. But so you know the bird, he got a percentage of the BYRDCAGE. You know what I'm saying? Like he's invested. You know what I'm saying? He is definitly
sweat
invested.
Equity.
There we go, sweat equity. There it is.
That's exactly what it is. Because all the other equity we ain't got.
Well, I guess we still got a little sweat equity ourselves.
We just got a lot of love.
A lot of love right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of love.
That's good enough for me.
There we go. There we go. Now,
it.
before we get into what you've been up to these last few years, for those that might not have seen episode 16, and if you haven't seen it, go back and check that one out too, so you can see what he was doing then and what he's doing now. But for those that might not have seen it as of yet, you know what I'm saying? Just tell them a quick little background about yourself, where you from, and all that good stuff.
Well, you know, I'm from the city, man.
From the city.
CMD. You know, Camden, Whitman Park area, downtown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really, at this stage and point in my life, I really don't really claim a particular section.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I claim the whole
city.
You know what I mean? Because it's like really no part that I didn't live in.
Right.
You know, it's no part where I don't have friends from. It's no part where I don't have, you know, and I don't want to minimize myself.
I got you.
That far. Like,
right.
That's like,
I'm
now,
just from this section,
now,
right.
At this age, feel me?
Right.
It's like, wow, like really minimizing myself to a street.
Right. I feel you.
Feel me?
Yeah,
as
definitely.
big as the world is, I'm minimizing myself to a small section of a small city.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So I'm from the whole
city. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your work is all over the city. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to say that. People walk around with your work on, you know what I'm saying? Up on some walls and whatnot. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you there. You stop. I already know the answer to this question, but I want the folks to hear this question and let you answer it. Are you still airbrushing? Are you still the airbrush king?
I'm not sure that's the proper king on it. I'm still airbrush. I still airbrush. You know, I think I like, and understand that airbrush is only a medium of art, of the art form that I do. You know, I also do. You know what I mean? So I'm still doing art, and I think that I'll always be doing art. My wife asked me the other day, you know, if I still loved it as I did, you know, and I was like, you know, this is a long-standing relationship, you know, on nights when, you know, you may be going through a marital issue, you know, or whatever, or going through whatever, you know, or just because I've been doing it for so long since a child that I can always turn back to that, you know what I mean? And I'll always be doing that, you know, whether up or down in life,
right.
You know, it's always been there for me. So
it's something you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Something you're passionate about. Let's talk about this wall behind me for a second. You know what I'm saying? We never really got into that. Now, I reached out to LOK, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, I had the idea. I mean, I'm not an artist, you know what I'm saying? I dabbled in a little graffiti. Who does it back in the day in school, because I wasn't taking no notes. Sorry, mom and dad. But I had the idea. I knew what I wanted. I presented that idea to you, and then you just got busy. And for folks out there that don't know, I remember when we talked, and I don't know if you remember the conversation, you know what I'm saying? You kind of asked what I was looking for, and I kind of explained it to you. And you said, all right, I'm going to draw some things up, and, you know, I'm going to send that to you, and you let me know what you want to do. The day you came over to do the wall, you hadn't sent me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any samples. You know what I'm saying? I picked him up, and I showed up with his equipment, and he told me what he just needed. You know what I'm saying? Bro. And then he got bit. No, that's why I'm saying how talented you are, because that came out great. You know what I'm saying? That's like beyond what I expected, because like I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what to expect, but I know kind of what I wanted. And when this came together, I was like, wow, so talk about that process. Like, you just off the top of the head, you kind of looked at it.
That's definitely what the process is. Okay. You know, I don't really do a sketch out of any of the work that I do, whether it's on a shirt, on a pair of shoes, or whatever I may do, a food truck or whatever. I never really do a sketch out of it. You know, someone tell me what the job is, I'll be like, yo, send me a pic of the wall. Feel me? Send me a pic of the truck. Right. Know what I mean? And then I just put it in my head from there. It's like how Jay-Z explained how he write his rhymes, you know, or don't write his rhymes. Right. You know, at one point he would do little napkins here or whatever, and then it got to the point where he just do one take, just go in the studio, let me hear the beat a little bit, boom, get a feel for it, and then, you know, just go from there. You know, and that like when you told me what you was looking for, and I knew that you wanted your image. You did explain that to me, and that's something that I really don't do. You know, but it was for a special friend.
Appreciate
know what
that.
I mean? And it was, you know, I'm gonna show people that I could do this. If I needed to.
If I need to. I got this in my bag.
You might hear Jay-Z on a beat or something, like, nah, that ain't really Jay-Z beat. But he doing that to show people, like, yo, I could do this. Get on this beat if I need to get on, feel me? That's really not something that I do, because, you know, I get that request all the time. Yo, can you make this image of my, deceased loved one
Gotcha.
or whatever, and that's something that I really don't do.
Gotcha.
Part of my religious practice,
Right.
You know, and I had kind of like, I can't really make promises
Right,
to
I got
God,
you.
but kind of like if you allow me to express myself through my talent to the world, you know what I mean, I alleviate, like you gotta leave some things
Gotcha.
alone to get
Right, I got you. I got you.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So I just want to say once again, because I'm sure I thanked you then, and I've been thanking you every time we talk and whatnot. I just want to say thank you, and I'm sure I'm speaking for cousin Tracy as well.
And
Also, too, when we tape the Birdcage, you guys see this, but he has done more.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Throughout
I'ma
the
show it.
yeah,
I'ma
you'll
show
be
it.
able to see the other part of the Birdcage, because the Birdcage is actually 2 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to see the rest of the work that he did as well.
Nah, in the game room section of the cage, you know what I'm saying? He definitely hooked up some family stuff and some Pac-Man characters and things like that for where I got my video games
I
at.
think 88 is in there
88
also,
is in
like,
there, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to 8 Ball, you know what I'm saying? We hooked that up, or I should say he hooked it up, you know what I'm saying, as his older brother and whatnot. So yeah, and we got a little weight room workout section. He's gonna get busy on that eventually, you know what I'm saying? So he does his thing. So
So
listen, if you need
technically
it, where can they find you real quick? Just shout out to social media. What's your social medias on?
on Facebook, I'm Abdul Hakeem Abu Camden. Abu Camden is the father of Camden. That's my son. My son's name is Camden. Pardon me, not the city. And Facebook, same thing, Abu Camden.
Okay, bet. So if you need any work,
ABU Camden.
any work, get at him. And if you can't get at him, get at us, and we'll get at him for you. You
So
know what I'm
did
saying?
y'all hear a little bit? So he said they got this where the Birdcage is here, the game room, and now they got to work on. So technically, the Birdcage is
3 rooms.
3 rooms.
3 rooms. 3
Y'all only
rooms. 3
see one,
rooms.
but it's 3 rooms.
It's actually 3. And the entrance, y'all don't see that as well, but he gonna get busy on that too. The little dugout coming down the steps. Yeah, we got some more work for him here in the cage. You know what I'm saying? We got some more work for him here in the cage. Now, like I said, I believe that was like August 16th, if I'm correct. My memory serving me correct, you know what I'm saying? 21, so it's been a while ago since you were here, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I follow you, of course. We follow each other, social media, things like that. And me and cousin Tracy, we just see you doing a lot. So let's take a couple minutes and explain. Let's give the people those updates, the people that have seen it, the people that's going to go back and watch it and then watch this, whatever it may be. Just let them know what you've been up to, man.
First, I'm gonna say congratulations to y'all, you know, and y'all continued success, and you know, all the way from when I first came on episode 16 to where you guys are at now.
Appreciate that.
With episode 119, it's like
119.
amazing to me, you know, seeing y'all in this space, you know, as content creators, you know, outside of y'all professional careers, you know, and being long-term professionals, and you know, the new wave, the new space, the new era, you know, give people an opportunity, you know, to not only have alternative incomes or whatever, but also an ability to express themselves, their word, you know, and get feedback and things of that nature.
Definitely appreciate it.
And you guys have been, you know, long-standing voices, you know, and pillars in the community and things of that nature.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And for y'all continued success, man.
Appreciate
it.
Well, I appreciate it.
And you speak of what I've been doing since episode 16, you know, for you guys to be here at 119, you know, since 16, you know, speaks volumes for what you guys have been doing, you know, and I just want to commend you guys and congratulate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Definitely appreciate it.
And that's just on this level.
Right.
You know, 100+ episodes, you know, so.
Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't even know where to begin. What year you say that was?
That was like 2021.
21. Oh man, I do so like.
So I'm going to jump in real quick, and we're going to start with this, and then he can lead into the other things. So
let's go.
For those that watch the show consistently, we have a a group called Not Parks, and what we did was we took over a park at 7th and Clinton that had been taken over by undesirables. So a group of us got together and we decided we want to get this park back to the residents and to the community. LOK lives near the park, so when we first had this idea, of course there was phases to it. So me being an ex-police officer, my job was to go down there and get the drug users out of the park. And getting them out the park, I got some of them to get some rehabilitation. Like we would get them out the park, I would talk to them, tell them like, the park ain't the place for you, do this, the park is for kids, yada, 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 all of that. Tone would come through in the mornings and the evenings. He made sure it was clean, made sure there was no needles there, make sure none of the paraphernalia was around. He cleaned up diligently every morning. And then we had another community lady, her name is Miss Betty. She turnkeys, she locks open. So Tone, tell us about how you decided to want to be part of the initiative to get that park back.
Well, it was just living there, and seeing what was going on and seeing that it was like a long festering problem in the community where the children couldn't go to the park to play. It was just simple as that, on as you maturing and you start visualizing things differently, and like, man, this ain't cool. You know what I mean? And it was like, I don't care who say what I'm doing is not cool to them. This is not cool to me.
Right.
And willing to just step out there, and I'm moving off of actions. I mean, I'm moving off of just faith, good intentions, and things of that nature. Whereas I don't know about how, can't say I don't know about, but when I got a feeling to do something, I just go ahead and do it.
Right.
I can't wait to go through the channels and, I have to go see my councilman. I have to speak to this person. I have to speak. Right. When something is weighing on me, me particularly, I can't speak for anyone else. But when something is weighing on me, I just have to go ahead and move. So I just began, going out there telling the individuals, like, I don't care where y'all do y'all thing at.
Just not here.
Just not here.
Right.
Y'all can do it on my front step. Y'all can do it because the activities still go on.
Right.
But it's like, and people even ask me like, yo, how do you live right there with what's going on? It's like, I don't care. It's not that I don't care, but as long as they're not doing it in the park. Know what I mean? Where just let the children have a sacred, right, place where they can go and play at and enjoy it. And it's been phenomenal, since the brother Namdi, and Tracy and, the individuals that can do things, when you're dealing with a body, everybody can't be doing the same thing. Right. The arms and the legs can't be doing the same thing. Like, you got to have the fingers doing what the fingers can do, and the tools doing what, feel me? Like, so the individuals that can go and speak, to get the resources, to get the different things that's needed to pull off what the vision, what I seen the park as being.
Gotcha.
For the children, those individuals come in to play.
Right.
What I mean? Right. And that's where, having particular ties in the community, whereas you don't have to go particular ways and pick particular, and speak and do a whole bunch of stuff that's unnecessary, right, whereas it prolongs the process of the progress.
Gotcha.
So those individuals stepped in, Nam, Tracy, Brother Lando, different people in the community step in, and everybody began playing a park, and now today the park, you can pull up today and there might be kids out there playing basketball, it's people like,
right.
Whereas a few years ago, you wouldn't see that in that particular part.
Right.
So Tone was real instrumental in that. You know what I mean? And thank you. He'll never want no credit. Never want no folks
We're going to give him some credit today.
Yeah. But Tone be out here working. Tone be working.
Today.
You know what I mean? Tone be working.
Now I'm going to hop in. Since you hopped in, I'm going to hop in. What's up with you in the cooking situation? You know what I'm saying? I see you. What's the spot? What's the spot?
Little Trent's.
Little Trent's. Now, where is that? Where is that?
Little Trent's Grill and Pizzeria. It's Black History Month, and I want to, Little Trent's Grill and Pizza is located in Sullivan Progress Plaza, 1501 North Broad Street, which is the first Black-owned and built shopping plaza in America. Oh, wow. Not just in Philadelphia, not just in the East Coast,
something here today,
but the first Black-owned and operated shopping plaza till this day, still. In America, which was established by the Reverend Leon Sullivan, in Philadelphia, where he purchased a lot of portion of Broad Street, where the OIC, I spoke of the OIC earlier, that does a lot for the community in Philadelphia and human resources and things of that nature. But shout out to it's Lord Trent's Grill and Pizzeria, 1501 North Broad. I can give a whole commercial for it, but where the Fresh Grocer, you'll see where the Fresh Grocer is, right on the Temple, near the Temple University campus.
Yeah, I gotta get over there. And
it's free parking. I will give that plug. It's free parking, and it's because it's one of the few places in the city of Philadelphia, as you know, where you can get free
park, right.
You know what I mean?
Got you. Yeah. So how did that come about? Like, they reached out to you, you reached out to them. Like, I mean, I know you did some work for them, right?
I did some work for them, but me and the owner, Trent, our relationship go back a few years. Trent was the original. It was the owner of
Rita's.
Rita's Water Ice and Candy on Mount Ephraim Avenue in Jackson.
Trent Middleton is his name. Trent Middleton. He's a DSU alumni as well.
And his son Trent Middleton Jr. right now is balling out at Ball State. You know, he broke into the starting lineup a few weeks back. He's a freshman. You know,
that's what's
he was highly recruited out of Philadelphia. But me and Trent's relationship, our friendship go back, some years since he first brought Rita's to Camden. And at that same time, I was selling hot dogs and kibasis and burgers and stuff out of a cart on Jackson Street and Mount Ephraim at the same time that he had brought Rita's there, and we had built a friendship, from that point. I didn't know him from childhood or anything. And Trent had did 10-year contract as a franchise with Rita, and fulfilled that contract. He's like, as Tracy spoke to, he's a DSU alumni, MBA, and he's a businessman.
He's a good brother too.
Good brother. I'm speaking to the business aspect right now, and the friendship, because it's hard to have, I'm not going to say it's hard, but a lot of times our friendships is based on how long we knew a person, how far we go back. You like, and you really a lot. And Drake made a song about that. No new friends, and that's like stunting your growth. Know what I mean? But that might be some of the stuff that the music industry wants you.
True.
I mean? But what my thing is, I know he wasn't a childhood friend, but for me to say he's a good dude, the reason why I said that is because of all the other things he has. Him being a good dude makes his integrity different, which means your friendship developed a little different. You know what I'm saying? So you know what you're getting from him because he's really he's a solid guy. You know what I mean? So
he's a solid guy, up and up guy, you know what I mean? And from Rita's, he had, once he fulfilled that 10-year contract with Rita's, he had transformed into Lil Trent's Water Ice. He had owned the location, he had owned the machinery. It wasn't none that he had finance from Rita, everything that was part of his establishment. So once he doing his own thing, and then flipped it into concessions, mobile concessions, doing festivals and events, and then from there is where I work at now,
right?
Which is the grill and pizzeria,
Gotcha.
Located at 1501.
Yeah, I definitely gotta get over. We gotta get over.
Yeah, we definitely. I'm with that. Basketball season.
Soon as basketball season wind down,
and I got some time too because the way they doing that don't start till like March 11th.
Yeah, so we can go over there one Saturday.
Yeah,
go over there.
Go over there, get
football
some lunch.
season be over. Basketball season over. Yeah.
Go get some
and this
lunch.
is why people ask me if I still, do what I do as far as the art, because of what I'm doing.
Right. That's what I was asking. Yeah,
and it's like it's still art.
Right. Gotcha.
It's culinary art.
True. That's what makes sense.
So what made you get into cooking? Period.
Having to eat. And coming from a place where like having to learn how to cook early.
Right.
Like I don't come like from traditional upbringing.
I got you.
I come from an upbringing where you gotta learn how to cook. Right. You might, you might not have a hot meal for a minute.
Got you.
So from there, and then stints in the correctional facilities. And not just learning how to cook different ways, and meeting different people, Italians or whatever, and they teaching you this, and meeting Hispanics, and they teaching you how to roll dough for pastelillos, and and just using, and just the experience along the way. And it's just something that I always enjoy doing, like in my alone time, in my private time. It's something that my wife and I like to enjoy to do together.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, I like to eat, so so we will definitely be there. You know what I'm saying? We will definitely come check you out. That's what's up. What else? I know you probably got some stuff that I don't see or don't know about that you wish to talk about. What else we got?
Oh man, it's just the process of every day trying to be better. Every day just keep working. And we've been hearing since children that idle time being the devil's playground. So I'm trying not to give devil too much time to. Go play over there.
Right. That's a good point.
So how do you feel at this very moment about Tone LOK? How do you feel about your progression? How do you feel? Because now, mind you, when you were here, episode 16, we know about the dark place. We know about how you came through that. Right now, standing in this moment, how do you feel about Tone LOK's growth? Because we know, I know what I see. I'm proud of you.
Me too.
I say it every time you post.
Double that down.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, fact.
Like, I know what it was. I know what you've been through. I know I was holding your hand some of the way. Right now, to see you stand, I'm proud of you.
Yeah,
and I just want to let you know that. But how do Tone feel about Tone?
It's remarkable. It's so many different words that I could put on, the process, and just knowing how far I've come, and knowing, that I'm really nowhere near where I want to be, and keeping that real with myself first and foremost, and I appreciate it when people yell, "Yo, I'm proud of you." I appreciate that, but at the same time, you gotta stay humble in that, because too many accolades, too much I'm proud to use, too many I'm proud to use, can swell a person's head up, and harden their heart in a lot of situations. So I try to be conscientious of that first and foremost also. And it's just going through life, and saying, yo, I'm gonna use my life as this not only my testament, but it's also my education, my experience, and using mistakes, successes, failures, using everything, just to become a better person, and a lot of people, I don't want to be just a better artist. You know, I don't want to be a better cook. I don't want to be better than anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All that's subjective and object, whatever, for someone else to determine. You know, I just try to put forth my best foot, you know what I mean, that I can possibly do, you know what I mean, and go from there. It's like, it's not too much that I'm really chasing. Mm-hmm. It's not too much that I really want in this world at this time. You know what I mean? Being as though in a couple of weeks I'll be 50 years old.
Okay. Join the club.
You know
Join the
club.
Welcome.
And it's like, just to, I could never imagine.
Right.
You know, 40 could, you know, just from where I'm, like, my upbringing, you know, all of the trials, the tribulations, not just personal, but also things that we have to overcome and obstacles that we're faced with. You know, coming from Camden, New Jersey, being raised without your parents, you know, that's one obstacle. Going out your front door, boom, is drugs, selling and using, you know, probably inside the household or whatever. You know what I mean? You got, you know, family members, alcoholism. You got all these obstacles you have to overcome, you know, along your process, that it's easy for someone to say, you're not going to live to be 20.
Right.
Feel me?
Right, yeah.
And now here you are embarking upon 50.
Because it's like, man, God had to be with me.
Gotcha.
Ain't no other way around it.
Right,
and I don't care how nobody else perceive it, see it, or understand it. It's not for them.
Right.
Feel me? I know where, I mean, man, God had to be with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And to be able to go through full circle of different emotions and resentments and regrets and all this different stuff. And, you know what I mean, not forcing, but making a relationship with my mother, healing that. Know what I mean? Never mind healing relationship, not never mind it, but certain things, learning how to prioritize things.
Gotcha.
What means something for real, for real.
Gotcha.
And I say that often. You only need to deal with stuff that you can control.
Right.
The stuff that's out of your control, how people treat you, you can't control that.
Right.
You can only control what's in your power. Like
True.
you got your intentions got to be on what you control.
True.
You can control, right?
True.
So
True. Nah, that's what's up. I'm proud of you too, bro.
So
Definitely.
with prioritizing things, all right, first things first, being Muslim, you know, first things first, I got to prioritize that. You know what I mean? When prayer time come, I try my best not to play with that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I spoke on episode 16 back then. You know, I just don't want to be the Muslim that's the Muslim.
Right.
Feel me?
Yeah,
and no knock on anyone. And then from there is we believe that, you know, getting into heaven or paradise lays at the foot of your mother. So no matter how I feel about my upbringing or whatever, I'm alive. I got opportunity. I got to make that right with my mom. And that's what you know what I mean? Like being able to speak with my mom every day. This is something that I've never done.
Gotcha.
that's what's up.
These are accomplishments.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I got you.
Feel me? To be able to call my mom and have a civilized conversation.
Right.
No, well, you did.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
And, you know, just being able to express that. Secondly is that in Islam, we believe that, you know, being married is a fulfillment of completion of half of your deen. So that's where my attention also has been.
Gotcha.
You know, and giving specific care and instruction and to my wife. You know, she lives without no living parents. There's a particular attention that she needs.
Right.
You know, there's a particular care, love, affection that she needs.
Right.
Is because I never know what she gonna wake up, how she gonna wake up from day to day.
Right.
You know, in order to love someone that lost their father, a woman that lost her father, you gotta be a man. You know, in order to love a woman that lost her mother, you gotta be special.
Mm-hmm.
But to be able to love a woman, you know, unconditionally, that lost both parents, you know, that they call an orphan. That's a real orphan.
Mm-hmm.
That be me.
Really?
I have no parents
Pardon.
and no.
It's all
I have
good.
no parents and no siblings. It's just me.
And you know, that's a God be with you, sis. That right there in itself, you know, and Tracy probably can speak to it.
Mm-hmm.
That it's a hindrance on relationships, and a lot of dudes don't even know why.
Gotcha.
They not even looking at the fact that, oh, she living without no living parents.
Right.
Know what I mean? Especially with a female without a mother.
Right.
Feel me? You know what I mean? Female, the dad, she can
right.
get through that.
Right.
But Mom Dukes with a female,
Yeah.
know what I mean? And this is my testament to my daughter, Zoe. Know what I mean? Like, she's the spitting image of her mom. Her mom died young. But guess what? Zoe never stopped going after what her mom, the track
Right.
that her mom set her on. She never deviated
Gotcha.
from the track. No matter what emotions and different things she had to go through, she never stopped on her track. And, you know, she master's degree in 6 years.
Wow.
Know what I mean? And career, you know what I mean, salary, career, furnished condo, and it's none of, I can't say none of it is my doing, it's all her from the track that her mother put her on, you know what I mean? And just like, so that's where my attention been at for my dean, you know, my mother, my wife, you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't have anything to prove to anyone, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I had some stigmas, you know, that I need to overcome. You know, I have some relationships that need to be mended, you know what I mean? And not skipping out, you know what I mean, on leg day. when it's you know, when it's time to have the conversations.
Right.
You know, when it's time to go to somebody and be like, yo, man, I wronged you.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean? Yo, I shouldn't have said that.
Right.
Know what I mean? And that's the game. You know what I mean? That's the part of the workout that a lot of people miss out. Those are the leg days.
Right.
Know what I mean? When you got to go to your mom with 35 years, 40 years of baggage.
Right.
Feel me? When you got siblings, know what I mean? Pardon me. When you got siblings. I told y'all this couch get me.
Hey, man. Hey.
We like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Therapeutic.
Hey,
But yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
So it's like when you got siblings, you gotta go to. Feel me? And you know, you might got some situations with some other figures, but you get to those situations when you get to them.
Right.
Right now, I gotta, I mean, make sure this is, feel me.
Right.
So that's the work. That's the progress. I mean, the process of going through, you know, being able to say, yo, I was wrong.
Right.
Know what I mean? And I can do better.
Right.
Know what I mean? Than just being able to wake up in the morning and not needing a hoagie.
Right.
Feel me? Like overcoming alcoholism and overcoming different addictions, overcoming a lifestyle, making sacrifices, like, and that's the stuff that make me feel good. Know what I mean? And for the last, since we were here last time, you know, just realizing the relationship I built with Trent was 30 years ago for this moment.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? And it's not a big moment for someone else, but it's a big moment for me.
Right.
Because I know that this is built on a relationship that was grown, molded, you know, and over years, as Tracy spoke to, you know, with good ethics, morals, and principles involved, and things of that nature. Like, and for instance, like I do. Trent hit me up. Yo, I got the food truck. I want to do the food truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, let me see the food truck. Bro. Yo, park it over here. Know what I mean? I get up on it. Boom, get up on it. Yo, how much I owe you? Yeah, man, we good, bro. Feel me? Because I know what you trying to do.
Right.
Feel me?
Right.
And at the same time, I'm not doing it as a setup, but I'm doing it as a setup.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? That I'm putting sweat equity, as we spoke to earlier on the wall. I'm putting sweat equity into Lil Trent as a friend.
Right.
Not no, yo, so down the line, I can come back and say, you know you owe me.
Right.
Know what I mean? So he like, yo, this is 2 years, how long? 2 years, almost 3 years ago. So this is back then. He's the construction for the pizzeria is going on. Feel me? And the different things that he's going through to get the whatever to get his business going.
Yeah.
So I mean, but he like, Look, don't tell nobody. Look, don't get over. No, don't take no pictures. No.
Now you take all the pictures.
Now
you be showing there. You be showing. Wait, everything got names over there, like the foods or something. You got
for the most part.
Yeah, it was a sandwich you put up. I think it was a sandwich.
We have Leno, which is one of the chefs, one of the cooks. Pardon me. He have the fish hoagie. I have all of the fried chicken. That's LOK. You know what I mean? I had the LOK fried chicken pizza. I had the LOK fried chicken sandwiches. The LOK, our chicken breast is our halal product that we have. Okay. Chicken breast and halal turkey pepperoni are halal products. So all the fried chicken products.
Oh yeah, we definitely have.
And we have Javier Pizza, which is also another one of our cooks, Javier. So
that's what's up. Tell the people what LOK stands for.
LOK, love our kids.
There you go.
Love our kids. At first I didn't just make that up, but I painted that on the wall on the water tower back in the I think back in those days when I was doing those paintings around the city. Right. I had came up with that acronym of Love Our Kids. It originally came from Tone LOK. Around 89 when Tone LOK was out with Funky Cole Medina and Wild Thing and all that. So if you got a name, someone always give you the name. So I was Tone, so they just added Tone LOK
Tone LOK
to it. And so that was like 88.
Right.
89 around Trace, when you graduated? 89?
I came by 88.
And wow, man. That's crazy. Because I was just thinking at that time, you guys are a little bit older, probably about 4 years. Mike's age, and then Tracy's wow, man. And it's at that time in like 88, 89, that was a time. That was a time to be had, man. And you guys being older than me, and I was in that mix, on the strength of my brother, first and foremost. And since our last episode, Mike passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And in our last episode, I spoke to how I was trying to be in competition with the men in my family, man. And Mike was always like my idol. You know what I mean?
That's my boy. My
pop, all that. So it's like, and then I'm like, wow. Soon as I said that, Mike turned up.
Right.
Know what I mean? Put up a violent fight with his addiction. Went and got a job. Started coming to the masjid on the regular. And our last experience together was attending Jumar. Okay. And I'm like, dang, bro, what you gonna? Right. He upped the scale on me. Like, it ain't how you start. Right. It ain't what you do in the middle of the race. Right. Know what I mean? It's how you finish that jump.
True.
Know what I mean? And Mike D upped the scale on me, know what I mean? Dying to practicing Muslim. Know Not just died a Muslim,
right?
Where it's on his card,
right,
that he was a Muslim, but died a practicing Muslim.
Right.
I mean, so he really like upped the scale on me.
Quick question: were you guys always Muslim? Were y'all born and raised? Like, was y'all born Muslim, or did y'all come from a Muslim family, or was it just something you and your brothers got into?
One of my earliest memories, of Islam come from my mother and her ties to Islam and having different friends that were Muslim and some attendance of, this was back in the 70s, of the Nation of Islam mosque on, it was on Broadway at that time. You know, so that was my early, and like we never ate pork. And that was one of the issues with moving to my grandmother's house, where, you know,
She probably was cooking pork.
it was like,
a lot of it.
we weren't Muslims, but we didn't. We had a strange upbringing. Like we had we didn't go to school. Like things that are homeschooling today. If you homeschool, is but back in the 70s, homeschooling was like
right.
Not feeding your kid pork or red meat at that time. Feel me? Like stuff like this will get you a DIFUS case. Know what I mean? Like they don't feed them big. They don't feed no pig. They don't feed them no. They just feed them kids turkey and chicken. They ain't letting them eat no, like, they not going to school, but they not slow. They not. So when we finally did enroll in school, we all got skipped a grade.
Gotcha.
Because, like, my mom really didn't play about that.
Right.
She, like, when it was homeschooling, it wasn't fake homeschooling.
Right. Y'all was learning something for real.
It wasn't, y'all just ain't going to school.
Right.
And I'm going to watch family, whatever, game shows, soap operas or whatever.
Right.
We was really, so, you know, 8-Ball, know what I mean, highly intelligent. Know what I mean, Mike D, highly intelligent. My brother Byron, highly intelligent. Myself, I'm just a little brother of some 3 gay guys. So it was like, that was my first experience with Islam. And then from there, I had experienced some tidbit of 5% Nation, Wu-Tang Clan, but that was like from the music, from the rap music.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean? Rakim. Know what I mean? I'm gonna get some lessons. I'm gonna memorize this or whatever. Feel me? So, and then just elevating in my quest. Know what I mean? I was already just drawn towards. So from there, studied a little bit Nation of Islam, know what I'm saying? And what Minister Farrakhan was doing around 95 with the Million Man March and all that, and the impact that the Nation of Islam was having on the community at that time. But it was like, this ain't not to belittle anyone, but this ain't Islam.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean? Just because, know what I mean, we can go into a whole bunch of reasons why this ain't Islam.
Right.
But for one, y'all don't pray like Muslims pray.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean? When I was in the temple at that time, we were taught, you know, when you pray, you stand straight up. We weren't taught the movements or the Arabic or anything, but it was just you pray standing up with your hands out like you receiving a gift or whatever. So from that point, you know, I left that alone, wandered around a little bit until I got to where Allah, know what I mean, where I could receive what Allah wanted to give me. Know what I mean? So I had to get to a point where, like, I never received nothing I prayed for until I became the person that could receive it.
That part.
That's definitely what's up. What's
I apologize for being long.
No, you good. That's what we here for. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what we here for. What's in the future for Mr. LOK? What you thinking about? Just continuing on that process like we talked about, just continue on that path, just trying to be the the best tone LOK you can be.
We really can't be anyone else.
Right.
I
So
know that's right.
Right.
I really can't speak to the future, bro.
I got you.
For the most part, if I could make it to the evening, I'm good.
Got you.
Feel me?
Got
if I make
you.
it to the evening, I ain't gonna worry about the morning.
I got
I
you.
let that take care of itself.
I got you.
Know what I mean? If I make it to the morning, I let the evening take care of by itself. And the way the prayers are broke down in Islam, where you just trying to make it to the next prayer.
Got you.
Know what I mean? So 5 times a day, I'm just trying to make it to the next prayer. Not
Gotcha.
like, if I could be a better person for the next 3 hours.
Right. I got you.
Know what I mean? I ain't going to try to figure out the next 3 years.
Right.
Not even the next 3 months. I'm
Got
just
you.
going to try to be the best person I can be for the next 3, 4 hours.
I like
Feel
it.
me?
I like
and
it.
keep it simple like that. Like, for a guy like me, I can't let it get, I can't be too complicated.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean? And then and that's the important part of knowing yourself. Like, really having, like, a knowledge, as they say in 5% in Nation of Islam jargon, having the knowledge of yourself and knowing your limitations and knowing your boundaries and things of that nature, and just trying to strive from a small portion of the day and make that a whole complete day. If I could strive from one prayer to the next, but what we can speak to and what we can is things that already happened. The past, you can't speak to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you want to. You know what I'm saying? So, in that, it's like, I know my past. You know what I'm saying? And I could speak to that, but that's not something that I want to go back to
Because you can't
repeatedly.
change it. But you can't change it.
You can't change it, correct, for one. And for two, I'm on to new accomplishments. I'm on to new obstacles
Right.
out there that need to be overcome.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? So you have instances where you may have family members or whatever that will continually bring up the time that you did in prison.
Right.
But they won't speak to, all right, you did 10 years in prison, but they won't speak to the 15 years
Right.
that I've been, out in, and that's a struggle sometimes. Know what I mean? But that's when you gotta keep it simple and just beat yourself down with, I gotta not try to appease people.
Right.
And you know what I mean, and understand that some people you never gonna satisfy, some people you never gonna please, some people always gonna hold certain things against you and not speak to certain other things. They'll shout about this, but they'll whisper about that. When it's good at you. So just keeping that simple, and like I said, I don't know what the future holds, such.
I feel
know what I mean?
I
But
feel
it's just, I'm happy to be here.
Right.
Know what I mean? And in this moment, like, a lot of people say it, a lot of people, know what I mean, or whatever, but just really being happy, like, I don't want to break that.
I feel you.
Know what I mean? So certain places I don't go, certain people I don't entertain, certain things I don't entertain.
Right.
I'm a type of person that where something would happen, I gotta speak to it.
Right.
And I'll be like, man, I ain't even breaking my peace for that.
Right. Gotcha.
Know what I mean? And just learning myself. Know what I mean? Like, no matter how I feel about it, I'm just gonna have to feel my way about it.
Gotcha.
Know what I'm saying? And finally getting to a place where, like, yo, I'm good. Know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what's up.
where I can walk it, like, I'm a walker. Like, and I got friends that work in walking shoes. Where my friend, he invite me into the shoe store and say, yo, bro, come over here. I got something for you. Get up on the machine. Boom. Test my sole out, everything.
Okay.
I'm at the age I'm wearing orthopedics, but they ain't the regular orthopedics like our grandpas used to wear. You know what I mean? Where
that's what's up.
where you build relationships in
Right.
life where, yo, I can go get a, not saying like, he invited me.
Right. Now I know what you're saying. I got you.
Bro, and then you like, yo, let me Google these things. yo, these worth that much? Like, yo, and just that's joy to me. That's
right.
accomplishment. That's fulfillment. You know what I mean? Like, having a wife that know that you really don't do anything for yourself, so she makes sure, I mean, that you got clothes. Because I don't buy anything for myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So having her hold me down in that aspect, just the small things of appreciation.
That's what's up.
I mean,
that's what's up. Well, we glad you stopped back, you know what I'm saying, to the cage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we happy. I know I'm happy. Like Tracy said, I'm proud as well of the things I see you doing, and I'm happy that you're in that happy space right now, you know what I'm saying? And that's always a good thing. That's always a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Especially for our brown and people of color, black people, you know what I'm saying?
I want to speak to Tracy before we close out, man. I want to speak to Cousin Trace, man, about this journey, you know what I mean, and having people, you know what I mean, your people, you know what I'm saying, and her being a part of, you know what I mean, my people. I mean, like, a lot of people don't have that. A support system.
That's right.
You know what I mean, a lot of people define support, you know what I mean, wrong.
True.
I mean, like, support ain't somebody always sitting with you. Support ain't somebody always passing off money to you. You know what I mean? Support ain't somebody always being at everything that you got going on. You know what I mean? Like, and cuz really been there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's your cuz.
For a whole lot of people.
That's my big sis.
Yeah,
you
facts.
know, my mom never had any daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I come from, my mom had 4 boys. I got all brothers, but I got a lot of sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just good female friends, you know, that I met, that God put in my path along the way.
Right.
In the absence of sisters, He gave me some sisters. Tracy been one of them, man, and especially involving the mental health aspect of everything, and coping, grief, anxiety, you know, giving up resources. Know what I mean? We come from a city, man, that's like, people withhold information, people withhold resources.
Very true.
Know what I mean? We ain't like, I ain't even talking about finances.
Right.
I'm just talking about people withhold themselves.
Yeah, knowledge.
You know, and and it's not even just our city. It could be our people. It may not be just our people. It may be all people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Cousin Trace never did that with me. Know what I mean? And I don't know what anyone else may say. You know what I mean? Everybody got ops.
Right.
I mean, everybody got ops. Everybody, you not gonna please everybody. Everybody not gonna like you. Boom, we grown. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? But, and you gotta understand how people are with you. Know what I mean? Keep it like that.
Right.
Know what I mean? Don't go off of, because you don't know what that other person did, not to her, but to whoever. Know what I mean? And they just coming with they side. Right. Feel me? So it's like, yeah, cuz been tremendous with me. And I came bearing a little gift for cuz today, man.
What is going on?
Now, cuz these are not to be worn, cuz big sis.
Oh, look at this.
These are not to be worn, big sis.
They
not to be worn.
Let's see what we got.
They some CHSs. I would like for you to put those in in one of those plastic shoe cases and place them into your
these is nice.
Nah, man.
Yo, these is hot.
Yes. Oh, look. Thank you.
Yes,
You.
indeed.
And they will be displayed. They will be displayed.
That's one of the things I've been doing lately as far as the artist concerned, is like doing things that's intimate to me as an artist.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean? And because back in 2009, when I first came home, you got like things took some turns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whereas the internet, you guys know, like on Facebook,
mm-hmm.
Instagram, things of that nature.
Right.
These are things that I studied, social media marketing, things of that like that.
Mm-hmm.
These things I studied raw, rough,
mm-hmm.
in prison,
right,
from a textbook, without access to a phone, computer, or anything. Just reading up on how the world was changing.
Right.
And sometimes I look at myself as being like a trendsetter, a visionary, you know, or a trailblazer. You know what I mean? The one that's going to go down this road, and I'm going to come back and let y'all know what's down this road. I'm going to take a beating. I might take a beating. It might be good, whatever. But I'm going to go down this road. I'm going to let y'all know what's down this road. So I already knew about content creator. These are words that's just, but this is what I was doing in 2009 when I'm painting murals throughout the city, which was amazing, and only getting 2 likes, only getting 3 likes, because people really didn't understand the concept of content creation.
Right.
Like in our city, I believe I'm an influencer. I've been an influencer. These are things that, these are catchphrases that are just coming into play.
Right.
Last episode, Tracy spoke to my being solicited by the city to do the murals. That's one thing I wanted to correct, is that I wasn't solicited by the city to do the murals.
Okay.
If I was solicited by anyone, I was solicited by God.
Gotcha.
Because I only say that because I started doing the murals, and it had begun 2 years before my interaction with the last administration or whichever administration that was at that time.
Right.
I had already was doing the work, you know, 2 years before I had met Mayor Dana Red. I was already doing the work.
Okay.
I had met Mayor Red at the time in Antioch Church through Reverend Parker. My grandma was a long-standing member of Antioch Baptist Church. One day, as she was getting older, even though I'm Muslim, and I don't want y'all Muslims out there to hold this against me. I was taking my grandma to church because, you know, my grandma got older, you know. I'm taking my grandma, I'm going to church with, taking my grandma to church or whatever. One day, we're in the, I guess it's called the vestibule, whatever you call it. Reverend Parker standing there as people are exiting, greeting, boom. Him and Mayor Red was standing there, but when my grandma come out, my grandma, you know, Reverend Parker, this is my grandma. He the one that's painting the murals all up, feel me? And that's how the interaction, it was organic.
Gotcha.
Feel me? It was never anything formal. There was never any contracts. There were never anything exchanged other than my passion and for what I was doing and being an asset to the city. And then moving forward, we had the murals had began catching national and international attention that were beyond my scope of understanding at that time. Some people were seeing the murals as being a civil protest for the blight and the decay and the different things that were in the city at that time. When C-SPAN and CSNBC and NBC and different people were coming through, and they were doing specials on the city of Camden and riding around with Chief Thompson and Raphael and different things at that time. The murals were a backdrop some of the murals were saying things like "Stop the killing."
Right.
Know what I mean? And that's a powerful statement.
True.
And that's like really something that even though it's a powerful statement, it's a true statement. We need to stop the killing. That's not something that you
verbalize. You're not supposed to. They don't want nobody to. You can't. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's so now you in the middle, because now the establishment is looking at you as a rabble raiser, a protester,
right,
or whatever, and then some of the element in the street is looking at you like, yo, what are you talking about?
Right.
Know what I mean? So now you in the middle. You on the island.
Right.
But that situation, it was a learning experience.
Okay.
Because I was just painting.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? And I was just wanting to do something, whereas I was giving back to the community and making it feel better and fighting and speaking to the mental health, fighting through, coming out of prison. And maybe for the individuals that was here and didn't have that time lapse, it probably didn't see it or didn't have an effect on them. But between the first 10 years of the millennium, 2000 to 2010, looked like a bomb dropped on Camden.
Facts.
If you left the city like I did and went in New York for 10 years and then came back 10 years later, at that time, it looked like a bomb had literally dropped on Camden.
True. That's true.
Like, the decay, the blight, the abandonment, and all of the buildings at that time were painted gray or burgundy.
Yeah, it's fast.
Like,
it's fast.
This is prison. This is all the buildings in the hood were either painted gray or burgundy. So it's like I'm coming from one traumatic experience to another.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna do something. So I began just sweeping.
Gotcha.
This is before the murals or anything. I just began just sweeping. Lansdowne, Whitman, Atlantic, Miss Sophia that had the houses on the corner with all the junk, the older Polish lady. I knew her since,
and she just recently. Yeah, we found her in there. They had kept complaining about her, the trash.
Yeah,
and somebody complained to me through Facebook, so I went out there and I called the captain. And it was hard to even really try to get a wellness check on her because the governmental entities because they was like, she's not back on her taxes. We can't just really go up in her house. And then finally, we said that she hadn't been seen in a couple of days. And the fire department had to gain entrance through the window, and they ended up finding her.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, so I was, she was always, for her to have all that junk like she had, she always swept, and because that's something that was, but that's where that's where I began at, just going through getting trash bags.
Gotcha. Because
when I came home, I had applied to work for the special services with the yellow shirt sweeping. I'm like, I'm gonna apply for that job.
Right.
I couldn't get that job, because of my background.
Right.
I applied to work for DPW. Couldn't get that job because of my background. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, my grandma told me, just because you don't get the job don't mean you can't do the work.
There you go.
So my grandma got me a trash can with the wheels on it, some contractor bags, and She was like, "It's plenty of trash around here. You all up and down the street." Know what I mean? So that's where that began at. Know what I mean?
Tone, your life is more than we can put in this hour.
Yeah, definitely.
We gotta might be a part 3. You know what I mean? We gotta
be part 3.
Yeah,
we
Tone's
ongoing.
Like, yeah,
you know
we gotta
what I'm
wrap this up. Wrap it up, cause Tone going. Listen, Tone life
Super
gonna
Bowl
take us.
Sunday too.
Yeah, Tone life gonna
Who you
take
going
us.
with today, Trace?
Yeah, I'm going with Usher.
That's everybody talking about. I guess our people talk about Usher and the other. Never mind, I ain't gonna say it.
I don't want Taylor Swift.
I ain't see Trace Usher.
I'm putting it out there. Usher.
That's what's up.
We don't even want Alicia Keys. We just want Usher.
We just want Usher. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Well,
I didn't know Alicia Keys was going on.
They said she's supposed to show up.
You know what I'm saying? But
I thank y'all for having me.
Hey man, thank you for
it.
coming. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yeah, we definitely need to do part 3.
Oh, definitely appreciate that.
Because as you grow, your wisdom and how you, not that you didn't never have the wisdom, it's how you verbalize it now, and the calm and the peace that you're telling your story is unmatched, and we appreciate it. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you, and I like the growth.
And I know she appreciates these.
Yes.
I'm so hot.
Yeah, it's like I want to have people. Like I said, I was doing things that have been intimate to me, and you know, Tracy been a supporter of mine, and you know, I just wanted Tracy to have something. I know I did a mailbox piece for her, but I just wanted her to have something that was, know what I mean, and because in all actuality, we never really know.
Right.
When our time was coming. True. Know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to make sure that she had that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's what's up. You mentioned, you alluded to it earlier, you know what I'm saying, and we fell to last episode, 118, Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? It is Black History Month, you know what I'm saying? Black History Month needs, because like just a few years back, like Black History Month just was like more advertised, just seemed special and talked about, and like, you know, I'm in the school system, you know, I teach and I'm in the school system as well, but it's just not as it once was, especially when we were coming through school. Like Black History Month was on the front.
Because because like, 1976 is where they established the month, right? So we were in the mix of that.
True.
We were in elementary school in the mix.
True.
So they had to push it, had to push it. The problem that we have now is, and please, my pro-black does not mean I'm anti anything.
Right.
Let's be clear.
Right.
But
Let's
be clear. But now we got all this other stuff, so they watering down Black History Month because all these other different months is coming up, and you got this month for this and this month for that, and they give us the shortest month, and yet we don't take advantage of the short month. It's us too.
Yeah,
we don't take advantage of the short month, and I'm Black 365 days a year.
Facts.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we need to just start expressing that openly.
True.
This is who we are.
True.
You know what I mean?
True indeed.
And it doesn't take 28 days to define us.
True.
Because we done made some mark on this country and this world that nobody could live without some of the things we as a people have developed. We are very, very, very brilliant people, and we just need to understand, yeah, y'all gave us 28 days, but we taking all 365. That's it.
Check it out.
Drop the bomb on that one.
Oh, that's the bomb?
Had to drop the bomb on that one.
I wanted to say this, Cousin Trace, as you said that, as everyone watched the Super Bowl today, and y'all go get that ranch dressing for them wings. It was a black man that invented ranch dressing in Hidden Valley.
There you go.
See?
Black
Hidden
History
Valley
Fact.
Ranch.
Black
if you
History
don't believe
Fact.
me, go Google it.
Black History Fact right here on the Birdcage show. Matter of fact, that's the second one because he talked about the block.
Plaza,
The plaza, yeah. So that's the second Black History Fact. You get it all on the Birdcage. You know what I'm saying? You get it all. FaZe, happy birthday once again. Shouts out to my dad. He got recognized by the governor. I think that was last week.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to my dad.
In this case, is Amir Nose from South Jersey. Arnold N. Bird. Let's hear it for Arnold.
Yay! Arnold Bird in the house.
Born and raised in Camden, New Jersey, attended Rutgers in New Brunswick, earned a bachelor's in psychology, member of the ROTC, Black Student Union, was an athlete, was in fact voted Rutgers' most valuable football player. Graduated from Antioch College with a master's in community education. Among his other awards, an Oak Award, becoming a member of the National Honor Society, and being part of All-State South Jersey. Served as a lieutenant in the U.S. Army, helicopter pilot, captain in the Army Reserve. Began his tenure with the Camden County Council on Economic Opportunity in 1968, and has continued to serve with distinction as executive director since 1975, where he is responsible. I got out of high school in 75. Right? He's responsible for securing resources for funding and development, as well as some other responsibilities. And I might add, with the guidance of Mr. Byrd, the Camden County Council on Economic Opportunity has been able to complete many units of new affordable housing throughout the area, and continues to add more, creating opportunities for families to have a high quality of life. Now the official part, Arnold. Now therefore, I, Philip D. Murphy, Governor of the great state of New Jersey, do hereby commend and recognize Arnold N. Byrd during the 2024 Black History Month celebration for his lifelong commitment to the Camden community and his dedication to civil service and economic development work for the purpose of improving the lives of others. Please help me welcome Arnold N. Byrd.
Yeah, 83, still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? The 100th. He was on the 100th. You know what I'm saying? Coach he was Byrd. On the 100th. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. And Cousin Tracy, you know there is no BYRDCAGE show without you. And just to let the people know, and you'll see a little bit of footage of this, you know what I'm saying? Cousin Tracy's name, not only did she get the nice Camden High sneaks here, her name is finally going up on the wall. Sure. Special day for Cousin Tracy.
Yes.
My girl.
What you got for us?
Nothing. Just I'm gonna just wrap it up with something that hit home with LOK. Just be mindful how you love people. You don't know what they don't have. You don't know what they're missing. You don't know what they're lacking. And if you truly say you're going to love somebody, love who they are and what they bring and what they're trying to become. So watch how you love people and love them in the way that they need to be loved if you truly are going to love them.
That's another one. I had to give her another one, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Well, episode 119 is in the books, you know what I'm saying? Tone LOK, thank you once again for sliding through for the second time, you know what I'm saying? The lovely Cousin Tracy, and I am Sechuayo, a.k.a. Coach Byrd. I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show, and we'll talk to you soon. Yes, indeed. Go on.
It was a stone groove, my man.